Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to our advanced Excel training. And I hope you had a chance to reflect on what we covered in the last session and maybe even tried applying some of it in your own work. So today we are going to build on that foundation and take things to a next step further. But before we dive in, let's take a moment to revisit what we have already learned in the last week. So, in our last session, we explored some powerful tools and functions. Basic functions like sum, average, mean, max, your everyday essentials. Then I taught you date functions, today, now, date difference, or find year, month, setting the time, working with the text function to change format of the date. So perfect for tracking timeliness and getting the reports ready. The if function which helps us making decision inside our worksheets. So we tried applying different conditions, relational logical conditions using if function. We also worked on custom sorting, advanced filtering, and how to find duplicates, the critical for cleaning and organizing data. So these tools are not just technical, but they are practical. They help you save time, reduce errors, and make your spreadsheets smarter. Now, let's do a quick mental warm up. I will ask a few questions. So, if you can type your answers in the chat or you can just think through them. My question is, what is the difference between a function today and now? So, I offer you here 1 minute of time. You can use chat box to answer the questions, and fine if you unmute and answer the question. Question is, what is the difference in function today and now? In Excel, there are couple of functions. They are used to uh, work with the dates, make calculations. So the functions like today, now, year, month, day, time, hour, second, text. Further, the advanced functions EO, month, work days, weekdays. So the functions helps in making date calculations. The simple difference is now function show system date as well as time, whereas today function only shows the date of system. Another function I will ask you, what is the difference in and or function? In Excel, logical functions are if, and, or. If function used to check conditions, and function also check more than one condition, and it also validates whether all the conditions are true or false. Or function check more than one condition. The rule is at least one condition must be true. Now, can you use if function to check whether a cell is blank or not? So the answer is yes. The condition you can write with the help of relational operators equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than. They help you check conditions. So in Excel to check blank condition, blank cell condition, you write is equal to if, in bracket you select a cell and compare it using equal to symbol. Use double quotes to validate whether the selected cell is blank cell or not. Now I want to talk to you not just as a learners, but as a future Excel champions. So Excel isn't just a tool, it's a language. And once you learn to speak it fluently, you will be able to analyze the data faster, present the insights clearly, and make smarter decisions. Whether you are in a finance operations, marketing, or education, Excel gives you superpowers. But like any skills, it takes practice, curiosity, and willingness to explore. So today's focus is we will be learning conditional formatting. That means how to make your data speak visually. We are learning logical functions like writing number of conditions using multiple ifs, number of conditions using and, using or. We will also use text functions to clean data, to get extract the part of data from the selected cells using left, right, mid, concat, text join, different functions. And we will be begin exploring lookup functions. So starting with VLOOKUP, moving towards index match function, I want to show you how multiple tables can be merged, can be uh, compared for multiple fields to make the data as an insight. So we will also work on mini project where you will be able to apply these tools to a real world scenarios. So be ready to get hands on, and I encourage you to ask questions no matter how small or what exactly the ask is. So share your screen if you were stuck. Okay, I will be happy to guide you on that, and try every formula yourself. Don't just watch, and most importantly, think like a problem solver. So the goal isn't just to learn Excel, it's to own Excel. Okay, so to be the person in your team who can turn a raw data into a clear answers. So let's begin. If you are ready, then you open Excel sheet, okay, and then take a deep breath. So let's start today's journey. By the end of the session, you will be one step closer to becoming our Excel champion. Now, in this program, I'll be first of all generating data using Copilot. I will show you how to write a prompt to get a JData, and whatever the mock data set will be getting, I will show you how you can visualize it. Now here I open Copilot. I'll be sharing screen. So please check if you are able to see my screen. Please thumbs up. Now I'll be using Copilot to write a prompt. You can decide which chatbot to use. So you can choose between Copilot, Gemini, DeepSeek, ChatGPT, and you can write prompts. So let's say if I write a prompt here as generate a mock financial dataset for mid-sized retail company covering 3 months. Include columns for date, transaction ID, customer name, product category, quantity sold, unit price. We'll add some more columns, total amount, payment method, region, and profit margin. So I also write that ensure realistic variations in sales volume, pricing, and regional performance include at least 100 rows. If you want, you can also include more fitting. I have created a more June, August. Okay. Pricing. You can download the data set from card above. Dive into the numbers. Actually, it is right. Wrote down the Python script. Okay. So here is the data. And see, uh, formatting the column width, row height. Okay. Don't do it manually. Use format and then select auto fit column width. So it will fit the contents easily. Some more records are here. It is sometimes it happens that it will not generate all the 100 rows. Let me ask, please go for more 10 rows. So you can decrease the number of rows, or you can choose between the algorithms. Okay, in count of 10, I'm getting the results. Fine. So the data, enough data is here. I generated the data for financial. Okay. So this is how I write a prompt. So you also can try writing such prompts. I will share the prompt in a moment. For now, I want your attention on my screen. I will be explaining you how to play with data, how to visualize, what color combinations to use. So that will help the reader to easily understand the data patterns. Now this data is all about finance. So the unit price, the total amount, and profit margin explains the trend in a data for a particular category of a product. Okay. So what I wanted to highlight is the profit margin. Uh, Okay, so here the profit margin, first five records they are in percentage, but the rest are not. So I select them all and I apply percentage. So now it is in a same format. I select profit margin, and from conditional formatting, there are total five different features: highlight cell rule, top bottom rule, data bar, color scale, and icon set. And each has its own significance. Icon sets they indicate low, average, and high. Like in share markets, if the price is up, that indicates a green color. If the price is down, that indicates the red color. If constant for a longer time, that is average, no change in the last three quarters, four quarters, more than a year, that remains idle, that is a yellow color, average. So they are the three highlight colors, red, green, and yellow. And icon sets help understand what is the average, what is the high, what is the low. So let's say if I select one of the flag, then it indicates this is very less, this is very good, and this is the one average. So reading through the colors help you easily catch the insight that here you can see the count of red versus count of green. Green is less, red is more. That means the profit margin category wise, it shows you that need to work on profit margin because the performance products are less than the end among all the products. Average is okay, so there is a chance, there is a hope of uh, with good efforts transition the average profit margin to a good profit margin. Okay, and the low profit margin to average profit margin. So see how it explains the data. Without colors also we can need to need to compare the values in a mind, and if considering the thousands of rows, it becomes a challenge to compare between number of rows in a mind. So it's a better to have this kind of symbols, icons in your worksheet to help the reader to understand the pattern in a data. Now one more what I wanted to highlight is I want to highlight an entire row. Okay, I want to highlight entire row for the profit margin which is the lowest one. So out of all the profit margins, which one is truly low or very much below the targeted margin? So if anything is less than 10%, then that will I consider as it is low, and that row entirely I wanted to highlight. Okay, so in this case, need to write formulas using conditional formatting. So I will be now showing you step by step how to write formulas in conditional formatting. So first of all, I will go for the date part, go for conditional formatting, highlight rules, and here are the conditions. Now you compare them with relational equations. Either you compare a date for greater than, less than, equal to, between. There is a special category called date occurring, and date occurring show you the list of options to compare with: today, tomorrow, in the last 7 days, last week, this week, next week, this month, next month. So they are the different comparisons. But a condition what I'm looking for is not available in the list. I wanted to highlight the dates, okay, which falls in the first 7 days of the month. Okay, like the dates uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They are the first 7 days of the month. So that condition is not here. Okay, and the dates are for the month of June also, for the month of August, for the month of September. Now that particular custom condition if you are thinking, if you want to execute and apply the colors, then one another tool you can use as manage rules, select new rule, and from here you use this option called formula to determine which cells to format. I'll be also noting down the steps. Okay, so the steps are to apply custom condition, conditional rule, and change color, cell color. The steps are first, select cell range. Next, conditional formatting, manage rules, use formula. Now here you write Excel function to validate one or more conditions. Select a color, font effect to change whenever the condition meets the cell value. And that's how you can apply a custom condition for the cells. So here, if the quantities sold are between 5 and 7, then I want to change the color of quantities to red color. So let's go for conditional formatting manage rules. New rule and use a formula to determine which cells to format. I put a condition here. My question is to apply dark red color to quantities which falls between 5 and 7. So the condition I write as and see, I just select the first cell, not the entire range. The selection of a cell is to indicate in which area Excel should apply a color. Now in the formula I selected the first cell and I also remove dollar symbol before the row number because autofill feature of Excel when proceed to the next cell, then that cell address should become next row. E2 will become E3, E3 will move to E4, E4 will move to E5, right? But the dollar symbol restrict Excel formula to not to autofill, not to continue for the next cell, right? So remove carefully dollar symbol before the row number. So removing dollar symbol, the formula will continue to the next row. Now I write if it is greater than equal to 5, comma, dollar $E2 less than equal to 7. So this condition states that the value I selected in a cell E2 if is between 5 and 7 and it also becomes the next cell, it will continue to E3, E4, E5, okay, till the range you selected. Now I change the format of a cell as make it bold and red, and then the background color also you have a choice to apply any one of the color. I will be keeping no color, only I made a change in a font color, and then I select OK, and then we'll click OK. So let's click apply and see the quantity color uh, now is red for the numbers 5, 6, 7. Same, once again I will show you this same for the uh, let's say this column, customer name column. So if customer name column, the count of characters in the name If exceeds length 12, then I want to apply a color. Okay, so let's go for conditional formatting manage rules, then select a new rule. See my steps, there are three steps. First step, you first select the range where you want to see a color change. Second is I select a conditional formatting manage rules and I select use formula to determine which cells to format. Okay, I will show you this step once again. First I select conditional formatting manage rules and then I select new rule and then I select use formula to determine which cells to format. Now my question is the name number of characters. If exceeds length 12, then apply background color as any light color. Now here I write a condition. Now see, learning Excel functions versus recalling the name of function while you are working in your file, that's make a challenge for Excel learners, especially who just started learning Excel. So what happens is recalling the name of function at the right time, okay, it becomes a challenge. And to solve your problem, I will be revising the topics. I will be help you recall the function names. I will be help you to uh, through my hints, I will help you solve the problems. So whenever you are working on Excel file, not only in the live session, but during the practice, during whenever you are working, solving the problems in the weekdays, okay, feel free to ask questions in the WhatsApp group and you can continue for solving and gaining the new skills in Excel. Now here I write condition as if the length of the first cell, okay, if the length of the first cell, I again remove the dollar symbol so it should continue for the next cell. Now the dollar $C2, if it exceeds the length as greater than equal to 12, then I want to apply a conditional cell color. Okay, so this is my condition. So here you keep a note on I'm removing the dollar symbol only for the row number and I'm not selecting here the entire range. Okay, I select through from this range I only select the first cell and I only remove the symbol, the dollar symbol for the row number. So if it is greater than or equal to 12, then the background color I will go for fill color and the light green color I select from this color list and the font will make bold and the name will turn to dark green. Okay, and then we'll click OK. Again I will click OK and then I click apply and then I click OK. So the name which Excel is highlighting, they are the names whose name contain more than 12 characters in their name. Okay, if I count, let's say Priya Sharma. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, exactly 12. Okay, so or just for a validation, here I write is equal to, I write len function and I select the cell and I hit enter. So they are total 12 digits, sorry 12 characters, here 11. So rest of the cells, they are not more than 12. Okay, now this is how you can apply a function formula in conditional formatting rule. Now one more rule I explained to you. Let's say if the payment method is credit card and total amount exceed 20,000, then only I want to highlight the entire row, highlight the entire row in a faint color. So see, if I ask you to apply color to entire row, okay, select complete table. That is the first step. I write down the notes to apply a cell color for entire row uh, using conditional formatting, then the steps are: select complete table, select complete table. Then you use conditional formatting tool, and there you write select manage rules, new rule, and then you can write function, use function. Okay, use formula, write condition in formula box, select a format that you want to apply, and then you can finish the process. So I select the entire table row. Condition is payment method if is credit card, and total amount if cross rupees 20,000. Then I want to apply any color. So if you notice, there is a symbol in the cell, so that's why it will not match the condition. I just simply replace this rupees note. I select entire table data. Whenever you copy the data from chatbot, that inserts the uh, currencies as a symbol, which not match with the Excel cell format. Okay, so I just simply use Control H to replace rupee symbol with empty brackets. I replace them. Now there is no symbol in the cell. If there are extra commas, then that also I'll replace. Okay, and then using Control 1, a shortcut button Control 1, I select a currency as rupees. So this is the right Excel format of applying a currency in your data set. Okay, now see, whenever I double click, it shows me that is a number. Now it's working. Now let's go for conditional rule, manage rules, use a formula. Now I write a formula as is equal to and because more than one condition. See, again, I am selecting only first cell to write a condition, and I carefully remove the dollar symbol before the row number. If it is equal to, in double quotes, I check credit card, comma, another cell, total amount. Here also I remove the dollar symbol, and then I write is greater than or equal to 20,000. So if the two conditions satisfy, then the background color I change it to light blue color, and the font color I turn to dark blue color. Okay, I'll click OK, and then I click OK, then I'll click apply, and then I'll click OK. So there is just one row that meets the condition as credit card, and the total amount is more than 20,000. Let's say this amount if I turn to 21,000, then see the color changes to blue color. Here also if I try the value to 24,000, then that also turns to blue color. See, color speaks a lot in your data set. Colors, they help the reader to get attention. Okay, whenever you are applying any color, you also think of the choice of a color. That matters a lot. So if you are applying uh, highlighting colors with number of combinations, then your presentation also will get fail. Okay, so don't choose the colors which will drop the quality of your data. Choose the colors, especially the light colors with the dark text color, that looks good and that also prettify your data. Now see, I am choosing the uh, contrast colors, and I'm not applying too many colors, that is also not good. Okay, so highlight the rules, highlight the particular cells which are important for the business decisions. Okay, the colors they helps in getting the decisions. Okay, so here I am able to now decide my focus on the three things. I am able to catch what is good profit, what is bad profit. I am able to catch the customers, especially who are using credit cards and total amount is exceeding the limit. And I'm also tried applying the rule for the quantities, and that shows the numbers in a red color, and that takes my attention because it's in a red color, it's a highlighting color. Okay, so color speaks a lot, and there is a special meaning. Red indicates it is danger, green indicates it is success, it is a good symbol. Okay, and yellow indicates it is idle. Now, I want you to practice on a conditional formatting. You try a prompt, prepare a data, and apply such conditional rules. Okay, I will be offering you here time to work on the real data, and then you can try your knowledge, whatever you learned in the last couple of minutes.